Next, children, now in this lesson we had some new words. So let us go through it. First word is nimble. Now children, you remember we had seen in lesson 2 squirrel is nimble. Nimble means to move quickly. Okay, nimble means to move quickly. Nimble. Nimble. I repeat, Nimble. Nimble. Next word, swiftly. Swiftly means to move with great speed. Swiftly means to move with great speed, that is fast. Swiftly. Swiftly. I repeat, Swiftly. Swiftly. Next word we have lip. Lip means to jump high. Frog can leap. Leap means to jump high. L-E-A-P. Lip. L-E-A-P. Lip. Next, hitched. 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 Hitched means to attach or to join. Hitched. Hitched. Next word we have cobwebs. 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 Who makes this cobwebs, children? Spider. Spider, they make this cobwebs. The next word you have gnawing. 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 Gnawing means to bite the things with teeth. And who does it? Yes, mouse and rat. Okay. Gnawing. Gnawing. Gnawing means to bite the things with teeth. Hind legs. Now children, I had already told you about hind legs. We had seen the example of frog. Yes, frogs, they have this long legs. See, these two legs which are behind, they are called hind legs. I repeat children, these two legs which are behind, they are called hind legs. And frog is having two long hind legs, because of which the frog can jump high. Let us see the spelling. Hind, legs, legs, hind legs. Next, nuisance. Nuisance means what, children? Troublesome. Nuisance. Nuisance. I repeat, children. Nuisance. Nuisance. Then destroy. Destroy means to spoil the things. Destroy. Destroy. Okay, children. So these were the few new words from the lesson. Now at home you can practice these new words in your rough book 2-3 times so that you will know the proper spelling of it. Next, then in lesson 2 we had also seen the column Do You Know, in which we had studied about bats. You remember, children? Bats, they have wings like butterflies. Okay, like the other birds, bats also have wings. Okay, with those two wings they can fly. But bats are not coming in group of birds. Birds, they have two wings and now the body is covered with feathers. Bats, they have two wings like birds, but they are not coming in group of birds. Why? Because they are coming in group of animals who suckle their young ones, means who feed their babies with their milk. Okay, children, let us read. Bats have wings, but they don't have feathers on their body. Young ones of bats feed on their mother's milk. Bats are not birds like the crow, sparrow, parrot, and cock. They are included in the group of cow, tiger, deer, and mouse. Okay, children, so bats, they have wings like birds, but they are not birds. Then in lesson 2, we had this diagram of fish. Children, let us see this diagram. See, fish, behind their eyes, they have gills. I repeat, children, behind the eye, fish has gills, and these gills help them to breathe in water. Okay, we breathe through our nose, and fish, they breathe through these gills which are present behind their eyes. Then when we swim in water, we make use of our hands and legs, right, children? Fish, they make use of their fins to swim in water or to move in water. See, here they have shown the fins. So fish, they use their fins to move in water. Then on their body, they have scales. Okay, children, fish, they have scales on their body. See here, this is also diagram of a fish. Behind the eyes, they have gills which help them to breathe in water. Then fins help them to move in water. And fish body, they have scales. Let us discuss the summary of this lesson. That is, whatever we have studied, in short, we will complete with the help of these points. Different animals are found in the air, on the ground, and in water. Yes, children, some animals, they live in air like birds, whether some animals are present on the ground and some are present in water. Then there are differences in colors, shapes, and sizes of animals, and also in the ways they move. We had seen some animals are white, some are black, while some are colorful. Then shape and sizes of animals. There are very large animals like horses. Then some animals are of medium size like dog. Okay. Then some are small in size like squirrel. Then some are still smaller like cockroaches, earthworm. And then last group was very tiny, that is ants and mosquitoes. Then also there is difference in the way they move. Animals like elephant, because of heavy legs, they cannot move fast. But deer, they have thin legs, so they can move fast. Then we find some animals useful to us, so we keep such animals. So many uses are there of animals, children. We get meat, we get eggs. Some animals are useful to guard our house. Okay, so like this, the animals, some animals are useful to us, so we keep them in our house. And if we have these animals, we have to take good care of these animals. We have to feed them food, take care of them. When they are not well, we have to take them to the animal doctor. Then some animals are a nuisance for us. Nuisance means troublesome animals. Yes, children, you remember which animals are nuisance for us? Which group of animals, children? Yes, it is we, the gate crashers, like mice, rats, bad bugs. We don't want these animals in our house, but they enter our house from small holes and then they destroy or they spoil the things in our house. Then scientists has classified animals according to certain important characteristics. Which were those groups, children? First was the group of animals who suckle their young ones, that is, who feed milk to their young ones. Then we had the group of animals we fly. In that we had birds. Then next group was we live in water. In that group we have fish. The next after that we had the group we creep and crawl. Chameleons, house lizards and snakes were included in this group. Then the last group according to the scientist was about insects, that is animals with 6 legs. They are called insects. Okay children, so here we will stop. I hope you have understood. And here we have finished with the revision of lesson 2. At home, you read the lesson again and also practice the diagram of fish in your book. And don't draw but label the parts also. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.